Good morning, good morning, good morning. May 25th, episode 10, Barbershop. This your boy Rico, co-host, my man Pierre.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Rico?
What's happening? Hey, peep what I'm wearing, y'all. There's a reason. Peep what I'm wearing. Peep
Don't
what
do
I'm wearing, boy. You got me hyped up, man. Here we
don't
go.
do the don't do the
I
Superman Cam.
did I,
The
did I just did
Superman
I just did, did I just do that? Did, did I just do it?
Cam. Let's go, baby.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Barbershop. Here we go. I'm gonna get right into it, man. We got a few things we want to talk about. Uh, First things first, let's talk about this media policy that's happening right now with the Bills. We getting trashed, we getting ridiculed, we getting, you know what I mean? We getting billed. You know what I mean? Because that's what everybody likes to do. Like to pile on the Bills. We lose. We don't make no playoffs. Now this whole policy business.
Oh, I love that. I love that. We're getting billed.
We're
Oh, that's
getting
beautiful.
billed. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, we getting billed right now. You know what? Bill us all you want. I don't give a damn. Now, here's my thoughts on the whole uh, media policy business. I love it. People probably thought I was gonna say, "Man, that's stupid. That's ridiculous. Man, that's the dumb." No, I like it. I like it because all these all these media cats, all they do is come and look for they harp on the negative more than the positive, right? So this whole you guys can't like comment on anything is perfect. Now we're gonna put your reporting skills to a real test. See how good your reporting skills are. Because all you guys, it's not hard. I can go to a OTA and say, yeah, Tyrod just made a completion to this and that, and then make a whole damn article on Tyrod's completions and incompletions and this and that. So guess what that does? What that does is gets fans like myself that are like, oh man, it's just OTAs, no big deal. And then other fans that are like, oh man, Tyrod sucks. Oh, he had three incompletions, one in the dirt because I don't know. I'm not gonna throw any names up, but like you got one reporter saying, "Oh, ball just went right into the dirt at the ankles of a receiver." EJ Manuel just threw like last year. EJ Manuel threw a ball to a receiver, but it hit the tent. Everybody went nuts for that, man. And like the poor guy after that, the media like this guy got lambasted, and he never recovered. So no media, no reason to have anybody nitpick on stuff. Like it just gives people, fans and stuff something to talk about, which is cool, but it also something to nitpick on. Like if Carlos Williams fumbles in practice, oh man, he's always had a fumbling problem. You know, somebody's gonna make some bullshit up like that. Or Walter Powell drops a few balls. Everybody's gonna be like, who? But like, listen, if they hear Walter Powell made great plays, oh my God, who's Walter Powell? Like, who's that guy? That it's just too much, man. Like, you don't get to talk. You get to see what you want. Go ahead and try to report without without saying who did what. I mean, it is odd, but I like it because now it just forces real reporting, and we'll go from there. It just gives too much fans a reason to nitpick on everything. Carpenter missed a field goal during practice. Ah, Carpenter sucks. We should have drafted that kicker from Florida State. Like, shut the fuck up. Excuse my language. Not really. Sick and tired of it, man. Man, jump in there before I keep
Um,
going.
I mean, honestly, I just think it's just Bills fans overreaction to everything. But just fans in general, actually, because if you look at it, 17 teams have this same exact policy. It's just that because we're not fans of those other teams, or we fail to want to do our investigations on other teams. We're like, oh, the Bills this and the Bills that. 17 teams have already done this. Arizona has had the same policy for the last 10 years, but no one's
So
talking about them. But
exactly.
but honestly, man, how boring would it be on Bills forums like what we've created here with the Bills Fanatics and the Facebook groups and the Instagram and Twitter? It would be boring if we didn't have this, Rico. Listen, the NFL does not like these policies because if you really dissect it, what OTAs are is a platform that the NFL has created to boost revenue. to to boost fans reaction to get them hyped for the season. Because, for example, let's say that Sacopaccio, for example, he tweets out or he reports, man, Cardell Jones has been looking real good. No, you know what? I won't even say Jones, or that Tyrod Taylor, he's looking amazing. LaShawn McCoy, he's looking amazing. Sammy Watkins, if he was on the field, he's looking amazing. Imagine how hyped we would be going into the season. Imagine how much money we would spend going into the season. Imagine how many new season ticket holders we would have going into the season. Why? Because we're hype. I think the problem that we've had so far is that our media, or most of our media, including like a Mike Rodak, for example,
number one hater.
They always want to pick out the negatives of what went wrong during practices. So that's probably why they're like, listen, man, this is getting a little crazy right now. Just go ahead.
But that's my point. But that's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, Cardell Jones stepped in for Tyrod, right? Took second team reps. Let's just say that's the headline. Cardell Jones stepped in for second team reps. The positive in that would be, oh snap! Like Cardell Jones. And look, you know what? Here's the headline. Cardell Jones gets second team reps and goes 7 for 9 and 2 touchdowns in red zone play, right? So that's something to be celebrated. Oh snap! But you know what would happen? It'd be, where was EJ? Oh, EJ got freaking benched the third. It would turn into that.
Yeah,
that's the shit I'm talking about.
Yeah, but at the same time,
they dismissed the positive.
No, but the thing is, that's just America in general. I mean, there's always going to be people who are going to find the negatives in everything. But what I do like about this, or the media being able to report during camps or during practices, is that it just creates conversation, man. Yes, you're going to have the fans who are going to sit there and want to nitpick and want to complain, but fans like me who like loves Bills information, I want to hear that Cardell Jones got the second team reps. I want to hear that EJ Manuel is struggling. You know what I mean? I want to hear all that.
I get it. You want to hear all that, but then I guess my beef is everyone's got a damn opinion, and we know that. Even the good folks have good opinions, bad opinions, and you got the assholes that have fucking opinions, right?
But at the same time, it's all opinions, and
it is all opinions. But here's the thing, and we 100% do. But like, if you're gonna drop your opinion, you better drop your opinion with some meat behind it.
Man, listen, and don't drop it like it's hot, because I'll come and get
you. and what Pierre is talking about are members, and I'm not even talking about just Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it, that will give you. And I had a beef with this before. You jump in and say something, and there's no credence behind what you're saying. Like, you just say it, and that's that. Like it's facts. Like, if you feel that it's facts, or you feel some type of way, it's your opinion. Bring a little bit more meat behind your opinion. Don't just drop something and say, and that's what's up. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's all I wanted to touch on that topic, because like it like, to me, it didn't bother me none, and I actually liked it, that the fact that saying, Buffalo Bills is like, you know what? Nah, man, you guys want to be here, that's cool, but during this period of time, like, this is when we're just trying to put stuff in, and I get it. We're just starting. It's going to be rusty. It's going to be not cohesive. We don't want you talking shit about our team when we're just kind of like getting stuff together. We're not well oiled. You know what I mean? Like, this is a lot of just install. For those that don't, yeah.
Rico, real quick, man. I'm sorry to cut you off, man.
Man, that's okay.
But Celeste made a hilarious comment, and she's right. I'm actually sharing the screen if you want to see it for yourself.
Okay. You want me to read it? Or you go ahead and read it, man.
No. I mean, she basically says, Bills are damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I mean? We can win a Super Bowl and people are going to still complain, which is so true. That's why I'm saying it really is irrelevant, man, because even if it's all good, okay, you know what? Even if, let's say that it happens the way that you're over here saying it.
Yeah.
I don't like it because of this, and that. right?
Yeah.
There's still going to be fans who are complaining about us not getting information. So it's like, you know what I mean? It goes both ways.
You know what? I share this analogy, and you know me with my analogies, man. It's analogy time. Uh, I share this analogy, and it really to me rings true about Bills. I'm gonna use Bills fans because I mean we all root for the same damn team, right? And to me,
You would think so.
the Bills fans are like the man or the woman that has been trying to date for the longest time and just keep meeting assholes and idiots and dummies and cheaters and all that stuff, right? So their trust is their guard is up, way up, right? And they go through the process of dating and so on and so forth, uh and then we come to meeting that person that's nice, man or woman, doesn't matter. And then that person is doing all the good things that you're like, man, like I never got this, like this is like this isn't normal. Like they do something real good for you and they buy you flowers or they buy dinner or they give you a massage one day, but like then you're nitpicking. You're like, yeah, but like when he gave me the massage or when she gave me the massage, like it was too rough. Or when she bought me flowers, the flowers weren't the color I liked, or it didn't smell as good, or there was one missing, or like there's always a complaint, right? How about we just let things develop and see where they go, and then we'll go from there. But the Bills fans are just too damn nitpicky. Like we have Tyrod Taylor that just had one freaking year, 14 games. He went 7-7. Nobody's saying he's great, but you got people thinking that he's saying he's great. Man, we just jumped into another damn topic, and
He went
we
eight
there.
and six to be exact. He went 8-6.
He go 8-6. My bad.
Give my man his win, man. Give my man his win.
Listen, man, the dude went 8-6, 8-6.
Yo,
Okay,
you want to get into that now, or
man, we already in it.
hold off? All right, go ahead then.
We
Go ahead.
already in it, man. I'm not fuck that, man. We already in it, so we might as well just jump right into it. Cause
Go ahead,
I'm getting fired up, man. Check this out.
I'm about to share my screen, man. Go ahead, man.
8-6 as your starter, okay? And
But why are you bringing that up now, though?
because it just brought me there, and I'm just looking through Facebook feeds
Okay.
and reading what people write, and I honestly I appreciate everyone's opinion because I'm open minded to hearing certain things. And
Hold on. Is that right there saying Tyrod MVP?
now who wrote that? Who wrote that article?
Our boy Rich. Rich wrote that article. Rich actually got the idea from myself, actually.
All right, shout out to Rich, my
yeah,
homie.
man, Rich. I mean, he's doing an amazing job, man. Check
Now-
out all of our articles at BillsFanaticsBF.com. But go ahead.
Nice plug. I like that. Now here's the thing: is like he put that Tyrod Taylor NFL MVP 2016 question mark. Hit him with another question mark. So now it's gonna make people feel some type of way because you know how lazy people get. They read the title and they say what, start typing away without even reading the damn article. Read the damn article, folks. Basically, let me summarize for folks that haven't read the article and are just talking shit because of just the title.
You said talking shit. God,
Talking shit. I went
talking
there.
about?
And if you have a problem, you know where to see me at. Facebook. So anyway, so point I'm trying to make is this. Dude had similar numbers to Cam Newton. This is simply what we're trying to let people. We're putting this out there so you guys can make your minds up, right? So you can see it factually. Tyrod had 3,000 plus yards in 2015.
Now, you know what?
Bring it up, man. Bring it up.
Give them the exact stats.
Yeah, let's bring it up.
Okay, and then
Do you have a side by side? Do you happen to have a side by side? I should go to the website.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. Hold on.
Yeah, you are tripping, man.
I'm tripping. Okay, here we go. So this is the article right here from our boy Rich. So as you can see, this is what Cam Newton did in 2014, which is the year prior to him winning the MVP.
Pierre, make sure the people can see this, right? You clicking it right? So when we we good to go? All right.
Wait, let me double check. All right, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Good. So let me jump in real quick on that. Oh, you know what? Take over.
No. So what I was saying is that in 2014, you can see what Cam Newton's stats compared to what Tyrod did last year. And the only reason why, we brought this up is just to show people that, 2014 was a year prior to him winning the MVP. And that is what,
Okay, here we go. So let me jump in real quick on that. Oh, you know what? Take over.
what I was saying is that in 2014, you can see what Cam Newton's stats compared to what Tyrod did last year. And the only reason why we brought this up is just to show people that Cam Newton won the MVP in 2015, but what he did the year prior to that wouldn't warrant you thinking that his very next year he'll be that good, to win MVP. So
Preach,
if you
preach, preach. Keep talking, man.
so if you look at the stats here, look at it, it's pretty much identical all the way down. You see what I'm saying?
So he went
And
7-8-1.
he went 7, 8, and
Tyrod
1.
goes 8-8.
Well, no, well, Tyrod himself,
8-6.
yeah.
We'll say
The
8-6.
Bills season went.
Oh, okay, we're going by season. Okay, so anyway, so 7-8, 8-8. Okay.
Yep.
14 games apiece. Completions 262 to 242 in a Roman offense. Okay. 3,100 yards, 3,000 yards, 223 yards per game, 215 yards per game. 18-12 TD ratio, 26 TD ratio. 539 yards, 568 yards. 5 rush TDs, 4 rush TDs. Super Bowl MVP. 2016, could it be Tyrod? The numbers?
And that's all we're saying. You see,
could it be?
So like you said, people see the whole Tyrod Taylor MVP. Oh man, the Bills fanatics are bugging, blah, blah, blah. No, it's all about, listen, right now, it's all about hypotheticals. Because if we wait and see what happens, there'll be no action on Bills forums anywhere. We'll just be sitting here just waiting for stuff. So this is just a topic of conversation on the what if Tyrod Taylor, progressed from one year to the next, like how Cam Newton did.
I like it. And it's that simple. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers and make up your mind. But you know what? People's minds are already made up because they see that Cam was a first round pick. You know what? Let me drop a tidbit for you actually, which is actually cool because we're on that topic. The other day, for those that don't know, I live in Canada. I'm actually in Ottawa. I mean, I live in Elmer, Quebec, but I'm in the Ottawa area anyway. So I go to my boys' crib, and we got some people there, and I see a dude chit chatting with some folks, but he doesn't have that typical Canadian accent, so I know he's not from here. So my boy, we're all into football, so I knew that he played ball somewhere, I just didn't know where. So he started talking. He started talking about rules, CFL rules, and the rule was face guarding. And as we know in the NFL, you cannot face guard. So the rule in the NFL is when you're covering a dude and you have to make a play on the ball if your back is to the quarterback. So if the ball's in the air, you can't just put your hands up in front of the receiver and not make a play and turn your head. But in the CFL, you don't have to turn your head. You can actually just put your hands up and try to deflect and distract the receiver. So I'm hearing this guy talk, and I'm like, hey, you play ball? He's like, yeah, I play CFL. I was like, oh, shoot, what team you play for? And he told me the team, because I'm not going to put his name out there and do a team. Anyway, so it turns out this dude was a former Bill. Okay, so I was like, what? Former Bill. So we started talking, and I found out who he was. I was like, yeah, I do recognize the name, and I remember kind of you made a little bit of noise. So we started talking, and he says, I grew up with a lot of these guys that are in the league right now. And the reason I bring this up is this. He's like, you knew guys that were in the 7th, 8th grade. You knew they were going to the NFL. We just know. There's a thing. There's like a fraternity for this stuff. We know who's going to the league and who isn't. Cam Newton, everyone knew at 14, 15 he was going to the league. So the reason I bring this up is because everyone already knew Cam from way before. So they give him a pass for that. If they want to call Tyrod's year mediocre, they gave him a pass for that mediocre year. They give him a pass because he's Cam Newton, first round pick, made a lot of noise at Auburn, Heisman,
national championship,
all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I asked this guy about Tyrod, he's like, man, don't sleep on Tyrod either. Tyrod's nice. It's just that he just hasn't had his chance yet. And he will get his chance, and hopefully he does well. He didn't want to talk too much on it, but the reason I bring this up is because everyone's giving this guy a pass. If Tyrod was a second or first round pick in the same scenario, same situation, people wouldn't be talking the shit they talk about Tyrod right now. I guarantee you. They're even saying Alex Smith is better than Tyrod when they're the same damn quarterback. Could you reverse the roles and put Alex Smith the 6th-round pick and put Tyrod a 1st-round pick. People would be all over Tyrod's nuts.
You know what it is, though, Rico, man.
And that makes me sick, man.
I mean,
Bugs the hell out of me.
honestly, it's just because Tyrod is our own. It's like it's almost like we overanalyze and nitpick our own because we're being confronted by those on a daily basis, where we're not going to overly critique others because we don't really see them all like that. So we'll just pick and choose whatever we see on ESPN or Cam did that good and blah blah blah. Oh, you know what? Cam's good right now. So we had a debate on Facebook about Cam Newton versus Tyrod Taylor, right? And the majority of things that I'm getting is that, look at Cam Newton's rookie season. Look at what he did last year. Almost like they're completely forgetting what he did in 2012, 13, and 14.
What did he do? What did he do? What did he do in 2012, 13, and 14?
You know what? I'll go ahead and show you, big dog.
They need to show the people, man. They need to see the numbers. That way they can just
show you, man. So right here, Cam Newton and rookie season, he passed 4,000 yards. Everybody's like, oh, 4,000 yards, Heisman, national championship. Let me zoom in real quick.
Yeah, zoom in. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Yeah, that's good right there.
All right. So this guy's going to be the man. So people automatically say because he came in the league blazing, dude is nice. But then if you look at it, he's regressed every year though. Look, regressed. 21 touchdowns his rookie season in 19. And then he had 24. Okay, yeah, 24.
But let's not dismiss interceptions. Let's not dismiss the interceptions.
Oh yeah, that too. Look, well, he got better.
Look, 21 and 17. 19, 12, 24 and 13, but how many yards did he throw for? He threw for 3,300 yards.
He threw for less.
Yep. Look at that. Even look at 2014.
Less. Everything is less. Like he's regressed. And then people say what he did last year. I actually wrote it down here on a piece of paper. His first 7 weeks of 2015. So his first 7 weeks of last year,
right,
he averaged 212 passing yards a game and had 9 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. His first 7 weeks.
That sounds kind of Tyrod-ish, right?
And that's the same thing I say, right? And then after week 7, he exploded. You see what I'm saying? Or I wouldn't say exploded, but he started to become a little more consistent, and the team, kept on winning. But as far as passing, that's what he averaged the first half of last season. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that Cam Newton is not this, all-worldly player. He's an average quarterback. If you want to call Tyrod an average quarterback, then in my opinion, Cam is too.
See, I know where you're going with it, but I can't say Cam Newton is average.
Cam Newton is average in my opinion.
Now you're talking bullshit, man. Stop.
As far as the quarterback position, as far as the athlete, dude's a beast because you look at the Russian, you know what I mean? He had a Tyrod-ish season rushing the ball too. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Go ahead.
Is Cam Newton elite?
No. I never thought he was elite. Ever.
Okay.
Ever.
Now, here I get flack for this. People say that Tyrod I get from Tyrod sucks to Tyrod trash. Tyrod is average. And that's as far as it goes. And then you have some people that are in the same boat as I am is saying I believe Tyrod is above average. And I believe he has the it factor. The guy is athletic. He's as athletic as can be in the league. Probably the most athletic. He just needs to put it together. And he will. And people are going to be like, well, that's what I mean. He needs to put it together. He's average. He's just an average guy. And he put up 3,000 yards and blah, blah, blah.
No. Saying that he's average is one thing. Saying that he'll always be average is completely different.
And this is what pisses me off. People get better, and some people regress. I cannot see Tyrod regressing, and a lot of these fans are saying, well, just because he gets put into another year in the system doesn't mean he's going to get better, but doesn't mean he's not going to get any better either.
Thank you.
So none of y'all know dick. Neither do I. But we have the hope that he will. And then there are those that just already made their mind up that he's garbage. But like based on what? Where did you find out he's garbage? Because crunch time he couldn't deliver. I'll give you that. And that's where he does need to improve vastly. He must improve on that part. When the game's on the line, which he's done before in Tennessee, but people are gonna scoff on that because it
Yeah,
was the Tennessee
but
Titans. They were
yeah,
freaking the worst team in the league. It's the NFL.
but
The
listen,
best of the
Rico.
freaking best, man. Get out of here with that bullshit.
But listen, Rico. I'm not sure if prior to last season, Cam Newton had a winning season.
Um,
You know what I'm saying?
that's a good question because while you
Because
were looking at the stats, I was like,
even the year that he went to the playoffs last year, he had a losing season, and I believe it.
listen, man, nobody wants to hear about it. They need to see it.
Okay, you know what? But keep on
Not to not to
talking, man.
not to cut you off,
I'll
but
go ahead
anyway,
and find it.
yeah, go ahead and find it. So, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to say, man. Everybody, Bills fanatics, Bills mafia, Bills everywhere, all over the damn globe. We root all for the same team. Show some love for your quarterback, man. Like, don't hedge your bets. And by hedging your bets, I mean like, don't be like rooting for the team, but you're like, man, but my quarterback's no like. What gave you the indication that he's no good? Where was it? Is he a EJ Manuel? Like EJ Manuel, although I love the guy and a lot of us do, we like him as a person and he's never negative, always positive, which annoyed me all the time. But like Tyrod is light years ahead of EJ. So like EJ's not very good. He's just not. He's just like he's a backup. He's your backup quarterback. Tyrod is not a backup quarterback. That guy has starting ability. He is a starting quarterback. Even ESPN, I think it was ESPN. ESPN ranked him 14th best quarterback. And I'm looking at some of the quarterbacks that he was among, and I'm like, I'll keep him there because it gives him room to improve, and I know he will. He will kill it. Now, in terms of some of the comments, like I'm like, there's a few of them that irk me on online the hell out of me. But like some of them, I gotta stay away from, because it just get you in trouble and stuff, right? So like one thing, like I have one comment that's that I found interesting. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring up what you just put. You put a quick poll early today, and you took it down. I'm actually upset that you took it down. The poll question was, if hypothetically speaking, if you could take Alex Smith over Tyrod, would you? I'm paraphrasing here. And your only options were yes or no. I couldn't believe the amount of people that said yes. And I was like, but why would you take Alex Smith?
Oh,
Over...
wait. Alex Smith, he's a good game manager, man.
right.
He doesn't make mistakes, And look, Rico, don't forget he's mobile too.
He's
So,
more.
I mean, hey,
Hey,
that's why I'll take Alex Smith.
yeah, let's have a game manager that can run the ball, that can throw the ball as well. And he's athletic and he doesn't turn the ball. Wait a minute. Doesn't turn the ball over, can run the ball, can pass, can make all the passes. Wait a minute. Isn't that guy on our team? Isn't he? That shit boggles my mind, man. Like
And that's why I made the poll. And I wasn't keeping it on there for long because I was like, you know what? It's basically pointless, basically. But I was sitting there saying, you know what? Let me just see how many people would actually say yes. And then, but what I was trying to do was find the people who I was debating with
you
who
tried
was
to
going to
bait.
pick Alex Smith.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get what you wanted out of that?
Yeah, I did.
So you gonna put it on blast or no?
Huh?
You gonna put it on blast?
I'm not gonna put it on blast.
Ah, man, I would have put it on blast, man.
I'm not gonna put it like that.
We different like that. I would have put it on
No,
blast.
but you know what though? What I will put on blast is, and you know what? Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. I couldn't find the.
You're not sharing your screen right now.
Yeah. Hold up. All right, let me share it right now. Okay, so I couldn't find the year by year record, but this is his record right here, right? He's 48-35-1, right?
Yep.
If you take away last year altogether, say, you know what? Let's take away last year. This guy has a losing record, man. He's 33 and 35. I mean, to be 33 and 34. If you took away last year's 15 and 1. See, a 15 and 1 season helps out your damn average all day long.
You're
You
damn
know what
right.
I'm saying?
And guess what? 34, what, 33 and 34? What does that make you? Doesn't that make you
An average
an
quarterback
an average quarterback, right?
as far as wins and losses.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So it's not so absurd to compare Tyrod to Cam Newton.
I mean, honestly, the only difference, in my opinion, the only difference is that Cam Newton is 6'6" and Tyrod about 6', 6'1". That's the only difference.
Physically, of course.
That's
The guy stands out, man.
that's the only difference. Everything else about their game is similar, in my opinion. It's similar.
Ain't that
They
something?
both have arm strength. They're both mobile. They both can make every throw, and they're both, leaders like of the offense.
So what? Let's leave that topic at. Let's leave it there because we've beaten that topic up like you wouldn't believe, and it's not gonna stop because we're only at in OTAs for crying out loud.
My thing is, take away emotions, man. Bills fans are just fans in general. Take away your emotions for these players. These players don't give a fuck about us. You see what I'm saying? Oh no, because there's one person who was commenting saying, "Oh, I don't like Tyrod because he's all about his contract."
Oh
Who the
my
fuck
God.
cares, man?
Who isn't about their
You
contract?
see
Let
what
me
I'm
get
saying?
whoever said that. I wish you gave me a name. Whoever said that, he's all about his contract. Where you work, aren't you all about your damn paycheck?
But the thing is,
Like,
my
come
thing
on, man.
is, let's take away everything that happens off the field. Because I heard the same thing at work last year. Oh, I don't like Brett Favre because he flip-flopped. So what? You know what I'm saying? It's about production on the field. Let's talk about field production. I don't want to hear about the whole, he beats women and like Greg Hardy and shit. I mean, none of that. None of that. Let's talk about field work, man. So, when he said that, I was like, you know what? The debate's over. You know what I mean? I don't want to debate no more because you're putting emotions way too deep into this.
Trust me, I mean, hey, listen, man. I just want to shout out to Don Trotman.
What up,
He's
Don?
listening to
What up, Don?
he's listening to the show right now. What up, Don? Yeah, listen, man. We're just talking about certain things that that grind our gears. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just me. We hit on the media topic, and we just hit up on Tyrod and the quarterback comparisons that he will receive and he is getting now.
Yo, man, but real quick, man, let's talk about this wide receiver battle that I'm hearing as heating up in camp. I mean, in OTAs right now. So
There's actually a couple battles, but yeah,
yeah.
let's touch on the receiver battles. Yeah,
So
for sure.
apparently, Sal Capaccio asked Tyrod Taylor yesterday that it seemed like you were going to Jared Boykin a lot, and as soon as Sal Capaccio mentioned Jared Boykin, Tyrod was like, "Yeah, boy, that's my man right there." Listen.
So what does that mean?
We posted a video, a breakdown video of Jared Boykin on our on all of our avenues.
Well,
All
go
right?
ahead and break it down. Show it on the screen, man.
I'll actually play it right there. But basically, I look at Jared Boykin like a Robert Woods.
Jared Boykin's like a Robert Woods. Okay.
They play extremely similar. They're both fiery players. Like a Steve Smith type.
Yeah. They play with a chip.
Yeah, and I mean the guy is just a ball player. Now, these passes or what you're seeing right now on the screen is just all of his catches last year.
Yeah, with the Panthers.
Yeah. So but yeah, I mean, first of all, I like him as a player. I also like the fact that he knows his quarterback and his quarterback knows him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he might be a player for us, man.
You know what? You can't go wrong with giving a quarterback tools, right? And it's even better when you give him a tool that he's used before. He knows how to use the tool, and he's prepared, and there's a connection, there's a chemistry. And more power to that connection because now he's not going to rely solely on Sammy over the top or Sammy on the slant or Sammy on that deep comeback. Like he's going to have four legit options. And when I say four, you're probably like, what? Who? What four? You got LaShawn McCoy that can catch the ball out of the backfield. You know that boy's got hands. He can do it all. He pass blocks. He catches. He runs. The guy he's a monster. That's my dude. Then you got Charles Clay. Charles Clay, man, healthy. This guy was balling out at the beginning of the season. You know what I mean? And then he got a couple injuries and then kind of slowed down a little bit. But we also started to open up the playbook more and feeding our receivers more. And then we got Sammy Watkins, all right, as our third option, and we need that second receiver to step up. Oh, excusez-moi, who do you got here?
I just posted that real quick.
You're gonna just post that, right? So
We
what?
have the
Devontae
Q&A.
Allen's supposed to be our
Yeah,
second dude.
we have the Q&A tonight. No, we have the Q&A tonight with him. So
Oh shit! Okay, shout out to Devontae Allen. He's
Yeah, man.
an undrafted free agent that we brought in. 6'2". Okay, he's got good size on him.
Yeah.
6'2", 203 for Marshall.
But real quick, man, going back to what you were saying about the wide receivers,
Yeah,
Tyrod Taylor said something yesterday in his presser that like it made me it made me feel good. Is that he said that about Jared Boykin, he knows his body language, and that's huge. You see what I'm saying?
he
It's
knows
just
his
like
body
knowing,
language. Okay,
yeah, just like knowing what your receiver is going to do before he even does it. That's big. You know, so people talking about, oh, is he going to lose his touch that he had with Sammy? And I don't necessarily think so because of that body language. He
I
kind
get
of
it.
knows, you know what I'm saying, when he's going to come out of his breaks.
And you know what? Sammy's and I'm not gonna put the chemistry all on Tyrod because Sammy's gonna have to bust his ass and get on the same page quick fast with Tyrod, man, because that guy's gonna be running and gunning and building chemistry with these other receivers. So when Sammy comes in, man, don't you need to step up and get in there and make sure that you guys still have that cohesiveness that you guys had last year and bring it to this year.
Yep.
That's exactly what I'm saying, man. Yo, but yeah. So I have an issue though.
What's up?
Rex Ryan made a comment about the absence of Stephon Gilmore,
Okay.
and we all know there's a. Actually, we broke the news that the Bills and actually the Bills received news from Tyrod. I'm saying Tyrod from Stephon Gilmore's agent that he's seeking nearly 14 million to stay as a Bill.
Well, hold
Um,
on, hold on. Where'd you find that at?
oh, I thank you for asking that, sir. BF underscore insiders on Instagram. That's if you want that inside scoop
Oh, the
on
Bills Fanatics found that
Bills Fanatics, baby. Like we breaking news,
again.
baby. Hey,
Again.
listen, they don't want to show us love.
You
We'll have
know
to.
what?
We're just
Listen,
we'll break down the door for ourselves, man. That's what
I'm
we're
being
gonna do.
facetious because people still don't take us serious, man.
That's okay. They're gonna have no choice at one point.
It's
But
all right.
we broke that news that he's seeking 14 mil. Um, I have no problems with paying for a talent that makes a difference on the team. I have to be careful when I say that. I have no problems doing that. Um, the one thing that I do have an issue with is we have other pieces on our team that we need to maintain, and you can't tie up all that money in a cornerback when we have someone like Ronald Darby. Now, this is the reason I bring it up, not because of Stephon Gilmore, but because of our sixth round pick,
Who that? Who that?
Mr. Seymour.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna call him Mr. Seymour because the way Rex Ryan was talking about him, you think that he was the second coming to Deion Sanders, right?
Ah, come on, man.
I'm
Come
just
on, man.
saying, man.
He
Rex Ryan
didn't.
was talking him up,
He
and
didn't.
this is what bugs me about what Rex Ryan does. I mean, there's not a lot that bugs me about Rex Ryan. Like the whole bravado that he brings to media and all that stuff. That don't bother me. As long as you give us wins, man, you can talk all the shit you want. At least you're not a Dick Duran. No, thank you. I'll pass on that. So Seymour, big rookie, 6 feet. long arms, a 186, went to USC, runs a 4.39, so he's not slow. Now, a lot of the stuff that was said about Seymour was pretty much. I'm not gonna get into details, but he was pretty much a Ronald Darby. Got the physical tools to play the ball, play the game, got speed, but just doesn't get a lot of interceptions. So that was the knock on Darby. And guess what? Darby was almost freaking rookie of the year. So Seymour coming in, but this is
He
what bugs
should
me though.
have been rookie of the year.
You know what I'm saying? But this is what you say? Say that again.
I said that he should have been rookie of the year. Honestly,
I agree. But I mean, they gave it to who was
yeah,
that dude from
the guy from the Chiefs.
the Chiefs, Peters.
Yeah, Peters.
Peters had a balling out year though. I can't even hit on Peters. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this: Seymour. They said Rex Ryan was like, yeah, Seymour's looking real good, and they're making a big deal because he took first team reps, the team, and what does that mean? Because Stephon Gilmore's away. Could there be meaning to that? Maybe. Are we making too much of it? Yes, and this is why it comes back down to this whole media, the whole.
But the thing is, the media talking about it. Listen.
That's exactly what my point
Listen,
is. Get the
if
media out of here, man.
no, if you're thinking too deep into it, that's a you problem. You see what I'm
Maybe,
saying? I'm not
maybe.
thinking that. You mean because what Rex Ryan said? Yes, he wasn't necessarily because there are certain people that say, "Oh, Rex Ryan is making Seymour into the next Ron Darby," and in my opinion, I didn't take it like that. You took it like that?
I took it like that. And now, but there's two reasons I think Rex did it. And Rex thinks he's slick, but I'm on top of his shit. He did it just to kind of to slight um what's his face's 14 mil that he's asking for
Gilmore?
to Gilmore, to slight him a little bit, because that's what they do. When a player's asking for money, there's always some guy come up out of nowhere and they're like, "Oh, watch out for this player." Since when? Since when do we have to watch out for this player? Because this guy's seeking money? And that's part of it. That's one actual part of it. The
Okay.
other part of it is maybe Seymour is, or maybe Seymour reminds him of something special. I don't know, but I just don't like that first practice or first week you're already anointing him as, like, that guy.
He didn't do that. That's the thing. He
That's
didn't.
what I look. That's what I took
Listen,
from it.
listen.
I took that from him, man.
We actually put the exact quote here on our Instagram account.
Show it.
If you're not following us on Instagram, go follow us at Bills Fanatics. But listen, Rex Ryan says, "I'm not going to put him in that class yet, but we're close." And comparing Seymour
Him
to
to
Darby.
Ronald Darby.
Now, what I think he was trying to say was that last year, Darby came in and was making an impact early. This
Okay.
year, Seymour is coming in and he's making an impact early. So that, to me, that's basically all he's trying to say, is that he has came in, made some good plays early, kind of like what Darby did last year for us. That's
You,
in my opinion, that's the only comparison right now.
you know what you did? You let Rex come into your living room, and then you went into the cupboard. He pulled out a glass for you. He put it down. He grabbed some Kool-Aid. He said, "Here you go, Pierre. Have some of this. Drink
No,
up."
no. But that's the thing. You're looking at the Kool-Aid and like, that's poison. I'm looking at the Kool-Aid as, and you know what?
That's
That could
refreshing.
taste good. Exactly. Hey, it's refreshing because, but at the same time, like I said, he didn't compare him to Darby, saying he's going to be Darby. He's comparing him as far as how fast he's picking up, the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. Now, I did want to touch on because I love that we touched on that, and I want to touch on some of the topics that I see in our Facebook page
Okay.
that are pretty interesting. Just touch a few things on there because we're gonna wrap it up soon. Um, there's one of them that I liked actually. Actually, you know what? We'll go to one that I saw earlier, and as I look for it, you can touch base on that topic that you were talking about earlier with the you got me, my mind's absolutely right now.
The I mean, listen, as you can see, man, on Facebook, we have a ton of topics, man, a ton of topics. The
Yeah, man, I'm
members
scrolling through right now.
do an amazing job of providing just debatable content. Like it's really like it's all about debates, man. You share your opinion, I'm gonna share my opinion. You you try to sell me on your opinion, I'll try to sell you on my opinion. And if we can't come to a middle ground, then that's the time to agree to disagree. You know what I mean?
So some people
Enough
don't
with
know.
this
Some
whole,
people don't know how
yeah,
to
man.
agree to disagree.
Enough with this arguing, name calling. Is just irrelevant, man. It's like it's it just makes no point, man. I just don't get it.
No, I hear
Um,
you, man. I hear you. Um, so I put a poll out, which I found was very interesting, and I just want to give the results to some people because some people don't know about it. It was in light of the news of Stephon Gilmore seeking the 14 million, and the poll question was if you could remove somebody's contract or take away somebody's contract that we recently gave a contract to keep Gilmore at his 14 million price, who would you remove from the team or basically remove their contract? So the options were Charles Clay because he's owed seven. He annually he gets seven point
are
six
you
mil.
on that right now?
I'm on that right now.
All right, just put a comment real quick so I can bring it back up to the top.
All right, give me 1 second. 1 second.
All right.
I don't know if you see it yet, but
Yep, I'll say it right now.
damn, that was quick.
Okay, so the
So
options were what now?
so the options were Charles Clay at 7.6 milli. Then you had LaShawn McCoy at 8 million. You had Jerry Hughes at 9. And if you put the two more options that I put up there,
It's you got Charles Clay, McCoy, Jerry Hughes.
you got to click on the
Oh,
two.
oh,
Yeah,
wait, my bad.
you got Marcel Darius at 16 million, and then Cordy Glenn at 12 million.
Okay.
So if you look at the numbers, you got 76 people chose none. Keep everyone and just pony up and pay
Okay.
Stephon.
Look, just real quick. I'm so glad that that you actually brought this up because I was thinking about this, prior, and I just listen. This is the most annoying thing sometimes about fans in general. We can't keep everybody. It's just not. It's not realistic. We can't just keep everybody. Let's
But
just
people think we have house money. You know what? You know what? I know a comment I heard someone say. Well, um, what's his face? He's a billionaire. He's got $4 billion. He should be
so.
able to pay him extra on the. You can't do that.
It just doesn't happen
You just don't have money and say, you know what, man? Fuck the cap.
Now
Take this
I
money.
now I am pretty sure that owners do that on the side. We'll
What do you
probably
mean?
never know. Like for example, let's say like you have a guy who you really want, but you can't pay him, 14 million, for example. Just
Yeah.
throw it out there. Be
Okay.
like, listen, if you take 11 million, I'll give you like a nice little sponsorship on the side. Now that might happen. You see what I'm saying? But
Really? You feel that way?
I do. I do because
Listen,
listen,
man. This ain't college ball, man. Where these players are getting boosting money.
hey,
It's
you
like
never
college,
know
man.
though. That's
It's
the thing. You never know, man. You never know because listen, it's all about championships, right? So I'm pretty much guaranteed that if Tom Brady, and I'm pretty sure they've already done this shit, this motherfucker took about 16 pay cuts. If if Tom Brady said, Robert Kraft, I'm done, y'all not paying me enough. They'd be like, listen, I'll give you some shit on the side, man. We need you, homie.
You think
I
so?
mean, you never know. The thing
Yeah,
is,
I don't know.
okay,
I
okay,
disagree.
wait.
I'm gonna
Oh,
disagree and leave it at that.
wait.
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and say that I'm not saying it does happen, but I'm not going to be oblivious to the idea that it could happen.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'll leave it at that. So check this out. 76 people voted to keep everyone and pay Tyrod. Pay Stephon. Then you had 30 people, which is not. I didn't expect this though. 30 people said cut Charles Clay. But you guys have to realize our offense is predicated on having important tight end. So you cut him, the offense changes. What are you gonna trust O'Leary at tight end, or freaking Gronk at tight end, H back? Come on, fellas. Like you can't just cut just because. You know what I mean? So anyway, but I put it out there because I wanted to see what people were thinking. Even your punk ass said cut Charles Clay. What's wrong with you, man?
And and, and I'm gonna tell you why. Not that I don't like Charles Clay, but I just feel like what we're paying him for, he's not doing. So if he's not going to be doing that, go ahead and cut him. We're paying him to catch the ball. Now, I'm not saying that it's on him that he's not catching the ball, but if Roman is going to keep him in as a blocker at damn near $8 million, we can find a blocker to do that.
Okay.
And that's the only reason why I picked Charles Clay.
All right. All right. So that was one of the poll questions that we had up, and I found it interesting because I'm looking at some of the topics because we have mad topics. Mad comments people put down. Um, Nick Seawright said, "Have Marcel, Shady, and Clay restructure." Dude, they ain't restructuring shit. Everyone's about making their money and keeping their money. They're not about to restructure. They're
The
not
thing
like,
is,
go
having
ahead.
somebody do that and them actually doing that it's not realistic, because I hear fans all the time say, listen, you pay him this, you pay him that, and you pay him that, and then done.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's easier said than done. Like it's real good to say it, but it takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying?
And check this out. If you, because I have it on my screen, you probably don't have it on your screen, but I have a Matt Campbell. This boggled the hell out of me, man. He said, cut Clay. He said, I would say cut Clay because he was nowhere to be found. What football were you watching? What do you mean he was nowhere to be found? He was the second leading receiver on our team.
You
Nowhere to
know
be
what?
found.
Greg Roman, he mentioned this last year. He said that Charles Clay, and that he said a main reason why we had the number one running game was because of Charles Clay.
Thank you. And
And and and as far as him being nowhere to be found, that's and matter of fact, I just said this a couple minutes ago. It has nothing to do with his ability. It's about scheme. You know what I'm saying? That's really all it is.
the guy has ability, but
Exactly.
scheme does make a difference, and it does make or break what kind of year your tight end is gonna have, and the productivity of your damn quarterback. That's what it comes down to.
Yep.
So I mean, just little things like this, like some people are on the fence. They're saying, you know what, man, it's too early to tell with most of these being the first year
Of
and poor
course.
offense. And here's the poor offensive and defensive utilization. I'd give it incomplete until the after the season. That's a fair assessment. It's too soon. Let's wait it out.
Now, just real quick, fans, please just understand that football is a business and will always be a business.
You're damn right.
I'm not loyal to players. I'm loyal to the Buffalo Bills. So we have to just know that each team has a salary cap, and it's virtually impossible to keep everyone on your team. It just doesn't happen. We've been lucky to keep a lot of our players, the last few years, because we haven't had to pay that top tier money at quarterback. But once Tyrod gets paid, if he does get paid, just get ready for players to start dropping. That's just how, the nature of the beast works. And am I a big fan of that? Not necessarily, but, because the quarter or the NFL is all about parity, but that's just the nature of the business,
It's a
fellas.
business, man. At the end of the day, it's a damn business. Get over yourself.
Exactly.
We can't have everybody, but we'll damn sure try to get everybody cheap and
I mean, we'll
but
try,
productive.
but
Yeah,
like,
man.
for example, if Gilmore wants 14 million and Doug Whaley values him at 11, Doug Whaley is going to pay him 11. If he doesn't want 11, he's gone. That's just how Doug Whaley has
Uh,
shown.
I
No,
don't I don't know if
Doug
I could.
Whaley has shown that if we can't afford to pay you 11 because I mean 14, because if we pay you 14, then looking down the road, we wouldn't be able to afford X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
I'd rather cut you and then we can sign X, Y, and Z, or
Hey,
give you less and only pay X and Y.
refresh your page for me because I just updated a post. It's another poll that was created by yours truly.
Okay.
I don't know if you see it yet.
Yep. It's up there.
Perfect. Do you have that up?
Yep.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Um, Obviously, this whole Tyrod thing is always going to be a topic of conversation. I don't give a damn. That's exactly what it's going to be. I'm just going to bring this up before we wrap this completely up, right? If we're going to pay Tyrod, okay, and this is a heated conversation that we can have till the season starts. If we are going to pay him, and this is my opinion, in my opinion alone, I personally think he's worth between 15 million and 17 million. It is absurd for those that think he's only worth, and I've seen 10, I've seen 8, I've seen like south of 14 million is isn't realistic. Not and you guys are and the for those that believe that and think that, you guys are thinking that that's just what it is. The owners say this is what you're gonna get, and that's what it is. Don't forget, the market decides what's happening. You can say you want to pay Tyrod 6 million, but guess what? Quarterbacks that are less talented than he is are getting paid more. You think he's gonna be okay with getting paid 6? Nah, he's not. So that's why I put the poll up between 15 and 17 million. That's where I believe he belongs. 50 million under, then you got let him walk and test free agency, and just pray. Just pay him whatever he asked. There was only a couple people that decided to go with that. So is he? Do you really think that he's worth less
Now
than?
listen to me, Rico.
Oh shit!
This is where business comes into play, and this is why I'm a huge fan of Doug Whaley. I'm an absolute huge fan of how he handles these contracts and about value. I know that he doesn't do contracts himself, but he tells Jim Overdorf, listen, this is my value. If you make it happen or you don't, period. So, Jerry's Bird, for example. Jerry's, I'm giving you this amount of money. That's it. You want more, you're out. So as far as Tyrod Taylor is concerned is this. Tyrod, and the only beef I have with your poll is you should have put what would you pay Tyrod if you were to pay him now? Because if he balls out and has a Cam Newton MVP type season, he's getting 20 million.
That's why. Okay, and this is why I said pay him 15 to 17 million now, because he will be content with that. But if you wait and or if you don't and you lowball him, he's gonna look at it as disrespect because he knows what he's worth, and he's gonna be like, oh yeah, y'all want to fuck with me like that? It's a business. I'm gonna draw this shit out until you guys give me everything I fucking want, or pay me 15 to 17 mil right now because that's where I should be. And Bills fans, you're good. But now I understand the fear of
No,
Fitzpatrick happening again.
yes, that fear. But me, you got to have balls in this industry. Because if, let's say, hypothetically, that Tyrod Taylor has the same exact season that he had last year, maybe a little bit better, I'll have his ass test free agency. You know why? Because, like I said in our last show, there's not a lot of QB needy teams out there. So we'll only compete with like maybe one other team.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I'll say Tyrod, because remember, if you want to pay him 15 million, but he says, I don't know, the franchise tag is, I believe, at 19 million. So you're already going over what your projected value is by slapping the franchise tag. Now I
Okay.
understand that slapping the franchise tag and maybe the smart thing to do if you guys really can't come to an agreement, and then you say, you know what, I'll give you the franchise tag, I'll give you another year, but then you run the risk of him holding out, blah blah blah, this and that. So it's just like, listen, if you want to test free agency, you can go right ahead, but this is what you're worth, homie. It just is what it is.
I like it. I like it at that. But Joe, check this out, man. I think we had a productive show. I think we touched on a lot of things that people could talk about. And I don't think we need to add any more, man, because this thing was. I think we touched on the topic that most people were talking about as we speak right now. So, like, you guys tell us what you guys feel about the media stuff. I mean, we've seen it, but go ahead and comment on that or make a poll. Go nuts. We touched on the Tyrod, the receivers, the cornerback situation. That I mean, we touched on a good topic. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Uh, Pierre, shout us out, man. Give us where can everybody reach us?
Yo, man, I'll leave the links right below this video, to everyone who wants to know how to follow us. But on some real shit, man, I, like always, I appreciate all the love, fellas. All the love is appreciated, man. You can find us on BillsFanaticsBF.com if you want to read up all our blogs and everything we got going on there. You can find us on Facebook on our like page at Bills Fanatics BF, our Facebook group Just type in Buffalo Bills Fanatics. You'll find us on Twitter at Bills Fanatics BF, on Instagram at Bills Fanatics. We're all over social media, fellas. YouTube, Bills Fanatics BF. We're everywhere, fellas. So
Where can they get us if they want that inside scoop? Where can they reach us there?
Inside Scoop at BF_insiders on Twitter. And listen, when we talk about Inside Scoop, this isn't no damn opinion based stuff we got going on. We've literally broke stories, man. You know what I'm saying? We broke it.
Preach on it, brother. They don't know.
But at the same time, I kind of do understand that people that don't want to take us serious because they see us as like a gimmick. That's fine. Perfectly fine.
Listen, you know what's perfectly fine? We just got to earn our stripes.
And
that's it.
It is what it is. But always
we gotta earn our stripes. That's what it comes down to.
For the lovers and the haters, we appreciate all of it because we're growing regardless. It's like what Floyd Mayweather said, and I'll always remember this forever. They asked him a question about, Floyd, man, what do you think about the haters? He's like, listen, man, if you hating me or you loving me, you still paying. So it just is what it is, man. You'll keep on paying. So
that's it.
But
so this is your boy Rico signing off. My co-host, the big homie, Pierre.
You already know it. Thanks, fellas.
And listen, fellas. Hey, one more thing. Get behind your quarterback. Yeah. This guy's gonna take us to the damn playoffs. Y'all need to stop tripping, man. Get behind your damn team and get behind your quarterback, man, because we need all the damn support we get for this dude so he can take us to the damn promised land and win a goddamn Super Bowl. And we out.